It seems frustrated South American narcos are targeting top drug-sniffing police dogs. How cold is that? Last week, police in Colombia held an emotional funeral for a talented detector dog who died suddenly soon after investigating a suspicious shipment at a large port on the Caribbean Sea. The mob reporter here with news of this gal, Kenia, a 5-year-old Belgium Shepherd who had previously sniffed out more than 12 tons of cocaine. Losing that kind of weight will hurt any cartel, and it seems the narcos may have got their revenge. Let me tell you about it. In Colombia, they take their dogs very seriously and treat them like comrades, not tools. They give them medals and service awards. They host retirement ceremonies, and sadly, also funerals. You see, Kenia was poisoned, police say. The scene of the crime was the Port of Santa Marta on Colombia's north coast, a large commercial port on the Caribbean Sea, in a beautiful region of a broken country. Kenia and her handler, along with another dog, police said, were inspecting cargo that was tainted with cocaine and other highly toxic substances. When Kenia returned to her station with the Policia Nacional's anti-narcotics office at the port, she began showing signs of illness and died soon afterwards. It may have been murder. Kenia was not the only dog affected. Another pooch on the same search also had symptoms, but medical intervention saved that one. Kenia was sent off to the big kibble factory in the sky with full honors. A priest presided over her service, which was attended by officers as well as other dogs she served with. She has a little doggy tombstone. They even played the last post, that somber bugle call that signifies the end of service for a soldier or officer. At the same time, another highly effective detector dog was placed under around-the-clock security after he was threatened by narcos. That dog's name is Killer, so you know he'll look mean and fierce. Oh. Despite this frisky face, Killer, a golden retriever, is an anti-narcotics dog working for the 6th Brigade of the National Army, stationed in Colombia's mountainous region of Tolima, where he is hounding the traffickers, doggedly sniffing out their illicit hauls. Killer has a nose for cannabis. Here is audio of an intercepted conversation, allegedly by narcos complaining of Killer, the fair-haired pooch that they call Yellow.
Diego, buenos días, ¿cómo va? Porque en Cajamarca usted sabe que ahí están los verdes, los de casco, y tienen el amarillo ese, ¿no? El amarillo, que usted sabe que eso no deja pasar nada. Ese amarillo coge todo ahí.
Security for Killer and other detector dogs has been increased, with guards posted at their kennels and monitoring of the dog's food and water supply. These pups have clearly raised the ire of frustrated narcos. They're powerful men to piss off. Detector dogs are wondrous things. They can be trained to sniff out all sorts of secret stuff, from insects and electronics to people, guns, and drugs, of course. Just a few years ago, the Clan del Golfo, a powerful Colombian drug cartel, put a $70,000 bounty on the head of Sombra, a German Shepherd who had uncovered 9 tons of cocaine and flagged 245 traffickers for arrest. She's a veritable Sherlock Bones. Sombra was declared the torment of O'Tennille, who was the head of the Gulf clan until his capture in 2021. Sombra, which means shadow in English, was moved to a safer posting in El Dorado Airport in Colombia's capital of Bogotá. There she became a favorite among travelers for selfies, as long as the travelers weren't also carrying. Particularly successful sniffer dogs are very bad for gangland business. They cost narcos millions and millions of dollars by sniffing out even the most cleverly hidden illicit loads. In Colombia, the world's leading source for cocaine, detector dogs have uncovered enormous loads of cocaine being smuggled out of the country's marine ports, airports, and border crossings. Sniffer dogs with Colombian police and military recently found cocaine hidden inside packets of blood that were destined for the Netherlands, and they found it inside the running shoes of a former professional soccer player as he tried to fly to Spain. They've not only found it hidden inside boxes of fruit, but inside the fruit themselves. These days, others specialize in sniffing out electronics. They find hidden cell phones, USB drives, even SIM cards. In this video, El País reveals a Colombian canine training facility. For certain dog lovers, this might be the greatest job in the world. Police are still investigating Kenia's death. They say they are trying to determine exactly what substance killed her and who is responsible. And, importantly, whether it was an unintended accident of a leaking package, or if it was a targeted attack, a murder, a hit on a dog. Now that's one sick puppy. Please share a link to this video on social media to give it a boost. Tap the thanks button to send me a tip, or join me on Patreon for bonus content. And please like, comment, and subscribe. That all helps me too. Thanks for watching.